Tonight on News 5 Live, a daring, aggravated burglary in the Mennonite community of Agua Viva. The Pershing brothers are robbed by 4 gunmen of a Toyota Hilux. A war is being waged in the Middle East. We'll hear from a first-hand account from a Belizean who was in Tel Aviv. A political upheaval in neighboring Guatemala as the peaceful transition of power is disrupted. And back in Belize, the DPP appealed the gang membership case against the Main brothers. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Number one caller. Number one caller. Hey, number one caller. You know why? Listen, hey, for the best post and prepaid. You know that smart got you back. For the best service coverage. All we know that smart got you back. Travel and connect everywhere. You know that smart got you back. Smart record that'll go a long, long way. All we know that smart got you back. Yeah, Ben. Let's go. Yeah, Ben. This is our smart offer. Prepaid. Bundle. Postpaid. Roaming. Please don't forget the broadband and the prepaid. Best deals are bundles. No care what they say. Broadband for the family. You dollar. When I long way. The roaming. Connect everywhere. The promo. Cause we are family. Sign up easy as 1, 2, 3, let's go. Every caller is the number one caller with smart. Bringing people together.
My Social Security. Your direct online access to all your Social Security information. 360 view of all your Social Security information. Registration services, benefits, contributions, and employer services at your fingertips. Enjoy all the new features with your My Social Security account. Register with SSB. Submission of benefit claims. Submission of contribution statements. View contribution record. Enjoy all your My Social Security feature at ssbportal.org.bz. Social Security at your fingertips.
Good morning. Thank you for calling me. This is the inspection first. Once the inspection passes, we do the connection for you.
Our teams at BEL continue to serve you.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Tuesday, October 10th. I am Sabrina Daly. While most people were wrapping up the long Indigenous Peoples holiday weekend on Monday evening, brothers Jericho and Aaron Pershing were enduring a horrific experience at the hands of 4 armed thieves. The brothers were ambushed by the robbers who proceeded on foot along the Agua Viva gravel road to the Mennonite community, where they bound and beat the 2 brothers and robbed them, taking a vehicle in the process. But the community responded soon after the brothers were able to free themselves and seek help. And after tracking down the stolen vehicle, shooting at it, the thief crashed it into a tree and fled. His partners in crime had all ran off even before he drove off with the vehicle from the compound. News 5's Marian Ali has a story in the following report.
Brothers Jericho and Aaron Pershing were fixing a broken pipe here outside their place of business at Pershing Windows, located about 4 miles on the Agua Viva Road around 7 on Monday night. That was when 4 gunmen pounced on them, bound them with duct tape, and proceeded to rob them of their cell phones and money. In the process, the thieves also took away the key to this black Toyota Hilux that was parked inside the yard. The neighbor told News 5 that he was awakened around 8:30 by the 2 traumatized brothers seeking help, still with duct tapes on them.
It was around 8:30 when I just heard banging on my door. I opened my window actually, so I saw one of the guys here hollering for help. He said he just got robbed, and so I ran out. He told me to get anything that I could. I ran out, and then he still had some zip ties and duct tape around him, his neck, his legs and arms.
The Pershings told his family what had just happened.
He saw that 2 of them had what appeared to be a shotgun, and the other like maybe some kind of 9mm or something. So they pulled them out and tied them down there. 2 of them stayed there and demanded for their money and keys and phones and everything. And 2 of them came into the yard and they just unhitched the trailer from the truck and just drove off, the one driver with the truck.
When the thief in the Hilux sped off after his comrades unhitched the truck from the trailer it was attached to, the others ran off into the darkness. Our source said that the other neighbors, having learned what had just happened, went with the Pershings in the opposite direction to seek help. But before they could find help, they caught up with the thief in the stolen truck and took action.
We went like the opposite direction from the vehicle to ask for help, right? So when we were coming back, then one of the guys that I was with, he had a .22 rifle. So at that time the vehicle had swung back, came back, and then the guy just pulled and shot at him and at the vehicle, their vehicle, right? So that guy must have dodged or something the bullets, because maybe 50 feet ahead we found the vehicle crashed.
This was the first time that the Pershings had been robbed. But what happened after reminded the neighbor of concerns other residents in the area had been complaining about for a while.
The neighbors, around after 11 o'clock in the night, they still heard people running around from the bushes going out. And they had been telling us that there is some guys always sitting around like on a tree or something like that.
Oh, looking?
Yeah, looking at their, I don't know, they're just seeing what they can find.
The residents of the area are hoping that the police will find who beat and robbed the Pershing brothers, but the assailants wore masks.
They were masked.
I see.
They were masked. The cameras show them, and they were masked, and they know what they were doing. They didn't push the gate with their hand. They pushed it with their arm.
Yes.
And the one driver, when he got out of the truck, you could see where he was leaning onto the truck, and he was being careful that he doesn't leave tracks in there, because you can only see his palm. You can only see his palm around there, not his fingerprints.
According to our source, the robbers spoke Creole and had no pronounced accents. The entrance to the Agua Viva Road is located about 3 miles past Belmopan before Armenia Village. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
This afternoon, Assistant Commissioner of Police Alberto Romero provided an account of what transpired, informing reporters that investigators are seeking 4 suspects who made good their escape during the incident.
Okay, on Monday, the 90th of October 2023, around 9 p.m., Aaron Pershing reported he was in the Agua Viva area in Belmopan when he was approached by 4 male persons who were armed with firearms. They proceeded to tie him up and he received an injury to the cheek area. The persons then proceeded to steal his 2014 Toyota Hilux, and they drove in a direction. Thereafter, they saw the vehicle return. Pershing went into his house, retrieved a rifle and fired a single shot towards the vehicle, after which the vehicle crashed into a palm tree. The 4 occupants managed to escape from the vehicle and fled into the bushes.
Do you all know if any of the suspects have been apprehended?
None of them were apprehended.
A notorious street figure in Orange Walk is wanted in Mexico for murder. 34-year-old Nimrod Tillet has been acquitted of murder 3 times in Belize. But he may now have to answer before a court in Mexico for a murder he allegedly committed in that country 4 years ago. This morning, Tillet was wheeled into the Belize City Magistrate's Court to hear an application for a provisional arrest against him. Mexican authorities have requested that Tillet be extradited to stand trial for the murder of a woman in 2019. Senior Crown Counsel Stacey Martinez explained to the magistrate that under the extradition treaty between Belize and Mexico, where requests are made through diplomatic channels, there must be a brief description of the person being sought. Senior Crown Counsel Martinez was successful in getting the magistrate to rule that Tillet spend the next 60 days behind bars. The court indicated that necessary details must be ready within the next 2 months or the application will be dismissed. When the magistrate asked Tillet what he had to say on his behalf regarding the allegations, Tillet threw himself to the mercy of the court and begged that he not be remanded to prison because he is still trying to recover from recent gun injuries and is unable to walk and get up without assistance. Tillet told the court that this is the 3rd time that he has been detained in relation to the request for a murder in Mexico. Martinez argued that the prison has a facility to accommodate Tillet. The magistrate, however, ruled that Tillet be brought back to court on October 30th to make sure his medical needs are being attended to. A week ago, the Main brothers were found not guilty of being members of a gang. But tonight, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has officially informed the brothers that they are appealing the ruling. In their acquittal, the senior magistrate ruled that despite evidence being brought before the court that proves a gang such as the Ghost Town Crips exists in Belize, the nexus that links the brothers to the gang was not established. Tyrone and Ellis Main were before the court this morning for an aggravated assault charge when they were served with the appeal documents. The brothers are questioning whether the DPP can appeal the ruling, while Ellis Main is saying that he is not worried because their case went through a full trial. They believe the DPP is simply grabbing at straws to get them back behind bars. Both brothers saw an adjournment in their assault case and remain out on bail pending a trial date in the matter. Coming up, Belizeans in Israel during Hamas-Israel conflict. We'll have more details when we come back.
Hello friends, I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, "Then Peter said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee." Sometimes we need to be reminded that it is not what we have, but how much of what we have that we're willing to give and use for God that really counts. Isaac Perlman is a world-class violinist who has been disabled by polio. For each concert, he takes a stage struggling with wrist crutches and leg braces and moving into a position where they can be released and laid aside for him to perform. On one occasion, while performing at the Avery Fisher Hall with the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, the thing most feared by violinists happened with a loud pop, almost like a gunshot. A string breaks on his Stradivarius violin. What would he do? Suddenly, he reaches down and yanks a broken string, pauses for a deep thought, repositions his violin, now with only 3 strings, nods to the conductor to continue where they had left off. The music that followed met with thunderous applause from the audience, and afterwards, when asked to comment on the evening, Perlman humbly replied, "Sometimes a man must see how much he can do with what he has left." Don't wait until the string breaks in your life to see what is within you. Give God your life, even the broken strings, and He will bring music out of it. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Who's my last little bit of paint?
Paint? How can that be a problem? We got you.
You have the exact color?
Definitely.
Attention DIY enthusiasts and professional builders. It's Builders Hardware's Mega Sale, starting October 16th and running through to December 30th. During our Mega Sale, you can enjoy up to 30% off items in our store. Looking to freshen up your home? Then enjoy 20% off on all paints, wood stains, and accessories. But that's not all. You get a whopping 25% discount on all other items in our store and a massive 30% off selected items. At Builders Hardware, we believe our customers are awesome. And that's why we're committed to providing top-notch service and the highest quality products. So whether you're a seasoned pro or a DIY beginner, we are waiting for you. Builders Hardware Mega Sale from October 16th until the end of the year.
Bye. Why long time to try call you?
Meet Alex.
Where they go on, man?
Alex signed up for a Digi1 Premium Bundle. He's loving it. With his free mobile plan, Alex can talk and surf on the go as much as he wants. Topping up and buying data is a thing of the past. Alex now has DigiTV. He enjoys all his games and his favorite shows, no matter if he's on the go or at home. And Alex also enjoys the fastest, most reliable home internet speeds with his DigiNet service. He is living his best life. Alex bundled. Alex is saving $70 monthly compared to purchasing these services from the other providers. Be like Alex. Sign up for your Digi1 bundle package today. Digi1. One bundle, no hassle, exceptional value.
Get ready, babe. We're going on a vacation.
Finally, where are we going?
Don't worry, babe. I have we covered.
Are you sure you know where we're going?
Yes, babe. Oh, right there, see? Babe, you pressed me too good to be true. Me look much more better in that picture.
When life throws you a curveball, Belize Bank has your back. With our online financing, you can turn any vacation mishap into a dream getaway.
Cheers to Belize Bank for making our dream vacation a reality.
Thanks to you, babes, to turn things around.
No thanks to you, cheapo.
Out.
Experience the future of financing with Belize Bank online, where you can secure funds for anything, from anywhere, at any time, all without stepping foot in a bank. Apply for a loan today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Boy!
What happened here?
Nothing, wait. See the garbage, sir? See the garbage? You just take the garbage and dash it over and take it back and ride.
What you talk about? You just do the same thing right
Yes, but the young lady made tell me about how important it is to keep the country clean. You should have stay right there for get educated.
I never know they have an education.
All right.
Hold it on, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Come this side, please. The Department of Environment.
I saw what happened just now, and the gentleman is right. You threw your garbage on the roadside, and you took your bicycle, and you rode away. What you have just done is an environmental offense, and for that, I will give you a littering ticket.
Sir, why you only ticket this man 100? Why you not find him more than that?
Littering carries a fine of $100 per person. However, if it is a company, it is $500. What this gentleman just did is dumping, and dumping carries a heavier fine. But because it is a first-time offense, I made a decision to give him a $100 ticket. I just want to take this opportunity to let the public know to put their garbage in the proper place, or else they will get ticketed.
All right, thanks for the 5 cents, brother.
Why make us stop being nasty and stop dirty with countrymen? You say that's all of the garbage they put on the roadside. Then I didn't think we have to go weekend and pick up the garbage.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
On Saturday morning, the terrorist organization Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel. Gunmen breached security barriers and over 2,000 missiles were launched from Gaza. Hours after the Palestinian attack, Israel's Air Force retaliated with air raids in Gaza. Over 1,600 people have been killed in the war during the course of the last 4 days. The decades-old conflict has reached yet another breaking point. A Belizean couple touring Israel with a group of friends was in Tel Aviv, Israel, when the first rounds of missiles were launched from Gaza. Those rockets landed some 40 miles from where they were staying, but they heard the sirens and the blasts. Shelley Usher, a resident of Belmopan, told us that everyone around them were in panic.
Saturday, we woke up in the morning and we were heading out to breakfast about 6:37 in the morning. And when we stepped out of the hotel room, we saw a lot of people in the corridor. First, we heard a loud talking, so I told my husband, somebody out there talking loud on a cell phone, but apparently it was a PA system, but it's in Hebrew and we did not understand anything. So I told my husband, somebody talking loud out in the corridors. Anyway, we were going for breakfast, so we stepped out of the room. And when we stepped out of the room, we saw a lot of people in the corridor in their sleep clothes. So I told him something happened out here. So we were going for the elevator. And then the people started to run. Well, we were on the 9th floor. And we just had to keep going. Some people were sitting on the stairs crying and just like they didn't want to go anymore. We had older people. People were on phone talking in their language. We couldn't understand what they were saying, but we did not stop. Then we realized something is wrong, but we did not know what it was. And we heard the siren, but we don't come from a country with war, so we don't even understand what that means. And the siren was ringing, so we had the siren ringing. We were running down the stairs, we were hearing, and then we heard the bombs, the bombs going off, the missiles hitting. We heard I think it was 6 in the first round. When we were in the lobby, we heard the second sound, the second set of bombs. It was like another 6 or more. As soon as we finished breakfast, we heard the siren again, and the people started to gather up again out of the restaurant. We saw people run from the beach and from the sea, and everybody just gone for cover again. And then you heard a couple more explosions, and then we knew something was happening, but nobody knew what was happening. We just know bombs went off.
Usher and her group have since traveled further north of Israel. They already have scheduled flights to leave the country. Usher told us that many of the tourist sites are currently closed, and Israeli citizens are being called to join their army reserves. And for the remainder of their stay, her group is being updated as to the status of the conflict.
Then they gave us permission after like an hour and a half that we can leave. And so we got on our bus and we just got out of Tel Aviv immediately. And we went up to the Sea of Galilee area where it was calmer. It's a tourist area, and we continued with our tours up there. And up there, it looks like nothing. If you are touring Israel, it looks like nothing happened. Everybody continue with business. The only way you know something is wrong is because a lot of the tour sites are not open, and that is because a lot of the tours coming into Israel are canceled now, and they're drafting people for the reserves. So They're drafting, we know somebody 19 years old that they called in, or tour guide, our first tour guide was called in. We had to get a second tour guide. So they're drafting people. So that is what's happening, and some of the tour sites are closing down because, well, the tourists are not coming in, the planes are not coming in the way they were planned. People are canceling, they're afraid. But we are going around doing our thing with caution. The Belize consulate out here reached out to me as well, and so I asked him questions about stuff that's happening, because a lot of rumors going around that are not true. So I check with them to see what's happening, and then we have friends in the U.S. Embassy, because our group consists of 20 American citizens and us 2 Belizeans, and we're all friends.
Eamon Courtney, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, said on Twitter, quote, Belize regrets the hostilities between Hamas and Israel and calls for an immediate de-escalation. We call for a Palestinian state with all rights, including East Jerusalem as its capital and the right of return, unquote. The United Democratic Party has also issued a statement on the war. The release says in part, quote, the United Democratic Party and the people of Belize condemn the despicable, murderous acts of war by terrorist organization Hamas that has led to over 600 Israelis murdered and regrettably 350 Arabs killed in retaliatory strikes. While we pray for a two-state solution that sees a Jewish state and Arab state living side by side in peace, the means by which this is achieved must never be murder and terrorism, unquote. For a second week, supporters of President-elect Bernardo Arévalo are protesting and demanding the resignation of Attorney General Consuelo Porras. She is being accused of plotting to prevent the duly elected Arévalo from taking office. Arévalo has vowed to fight corruption. On Monday, masked men hurled stones and shattered windows at a demonstration outside of the National Palace of Culture in Guatemala City. Arévalo won the presidential election by a landslide in August. However, just a few hours after his overwhelming victory, Movimiento Semilla, the political party he heads, was suspended by Guatemala's Supreme Electoral Tribunal. His party's suspension is seen as an attempt to prevent Arévalo from assuming office in January, when he is sworn in.
Que nos han dado todo su apoyo esta semana. Conciencia total para poder hacer una su voluntad en contra de la nuestra. Ellos son nuestros servidores.
Hartos de la corrupción en este país, estamos hartos de ese sistema y lo vamos a defender de cualquiera. Nosotros ya llegamos al extremo de que hemos perdido tanto que hemos perdido el miedo.
Objetivo final, que renuncien esos corruptos. Consuelo Porras, Rafael Curuchiche, el juez Orellana y por supuesto nuestro pez gordo Yamatei.
Earlier today, in a brief comment, Belize's Foreign Minister Eamon Courtney wrote, quote, Belize is increasingly concerned by the developments in Guatemala. We hope that the constitutional order will be respected and that the transition to the Arévalo administration will be peaceful, end quote. After the break, over a week later, family believes missing teen is dead. We'll tell you about that, but first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
dual inverter compressor cools air faster by operating at speeds as high as 120 Hz with more stability compared to conventional models. It also saves up to 70% more energy by operating at speeds as low as 10 Hz with more stability. It reduces torque vibration down to 40% for quiet outdoor unit operation. Stable operation with low vibrations also results in increased durability.
Babe, have you seen the advisory that NEMA just posted? There's going to be a storm.
Storm? It's not a storm. That's just a little rain. We'll be all right.
Thank goodness that was only a simulation. But what if it wasn't? Consider this. You've worked hard building your future, your family, your business, your home. RF&G Insurance has policy options that can protect your most valued assets so that you can focus on what matters most. Include RF&G Insurance in your hurricane prep. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a Road Group company.
Number one caller. Number one caller. Hey, number one caller. You know why? Listen, hey, for the best post and prepaid. You know that smart got you back. For the best service coverage. All we know that smart got you back. Travel and connect everywhere. You know that smart got you back. Smart record that'll go a long, long way. All we know that smart got you back. Every caller is the number one caller with smart, bringing people together.
Homeowners, immerse yourselves in elegance. Surround yourself with the beauty of one-of-a-kind, quality wood furniture. This is what America's elegant furniture and appliances has to offer. Trendy, affordable, and exceptional centerpieces, large mirrors, vanities, plush sofa sets, coffee tables, office furniture, exquisite mahogany bedroom sets, home decor, mattresses, and so much more. Shop our new reduced prices store-wide and get huge discounts daily. Our layaway and payment plans offer the lowest interest rates guaranteed. Our extensive catalog meets everyone's furniture needs, and if you can't find what you're looking for, then we'll custom make it for you. Shop at America's and save. America's, making your household dreams affordable.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benqueviejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway from Roaring Creek to Esperanza has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
A shooting incident in Punta Gorda town over the weekend has left one man injured amid what is believed to be a rivalry between two groups in that southern municipality. 46-year-old Danny Martinez was the victim of an armed attack when an unknown assailant emerged on a motorcycle and opened fire in his direction. Martinez was wounded during the gunfire and remains hospitalized where he is in a stable condition. ACP Alberto Romero shares additional details.
On Friday, this 6th of October 2023, Punta Gorda police responded to a shooting incident at Punta Gorda town. On West Street, upon arrival, they found Danny Martinez, 46 years, with gunshot injuries. He was taken to the hospital where he is admitted in a stable condition. Information that he was walking when he was approached by a male person on a motorcycle who fired several shots towards his direction. He is in a stable condition at the hospital and investigation into this matter continues. Yes, he is cooperating and one person is in custody.
This is the second shooting incident in normally quiet Punta Gorda, well, obviously the first one was Peter, but in the past 4 weeks, this is the second one. You all know what is driving it? Is it like a rivalry between?
Yes, we got information that is, the rivalries are within Punta Gorda, so we're doing our best to try and address the situation.
In Dangriga on Saturday afternoon, a gang-related incident also resulted in a shooting that injured Vincent Martinez. He was riding a bicycle along George Price Drive when he was accosted by an unknown individual who fired multiple shots at him. Police say they have one suspect in custody following the attack on Martinez.
On Saturday, the 7th day of October 2023, around 2:48 p.m., Dangriga police responded to a shooting incident on George Price Drive where upon arrival they found one Vincent Martinez with gunshot injuries. He was taken to the hospital where he was admitted in a stable condition. Information is that he was riding a bicycle when he was approached by a male person who fired several shots towards his direction. We have one person in custody in regards to this investigation.
Sir, we have heard that this is a gun-related shooting, that he is a member of a gang, Riverside gang.
Yes, that is the information we're getting. This is some rivalry between two groups in that area, and so we have one person in custody at this time.
In Orange Rock Town on Saturday, an employee of La Immaculada Credit Union was reported missing when disappeared into some bushes, reportedly following an altercation with a security guard. A search party, including family members, friends, and colleagues of Oswaldo Vasquez, has been scouring the area where he was last seen, but have not been able to locate him. This afternoon, ACP Alberto Romero informed the media that several persons are being questioned in respect of Vasquez's disappearance.
On Sunday, Lenny Vasquez reported that her brother Oswaldo Vasquez was consuming alcoholic beverages, and at some point he ran into some bushes and has not been seen since. We are following several leads in an area where he threw his phone, but so far he has not been found.
Okay, now, sir, I know it's being treated as a case of a missing person, but is there any foul play suspected?
That is the information we have. He was under the influence and behaving erratically, so at some point he mentioned he was going to work out, ran for a distance and went into some bushes, and that is the last they saw of him. So we are doing searches, and that is all we have at this time.
Now the account given by some of his family members seems to distrust the account given by the adults who were with him. Because, you know, he disappeared, then he had an encounter with a security guard at LNR, and then he jumped the fence and went into the bush. But is there anyone being questioned who was with him at the time?
Yes, several persons are being interviewed, questioned, and we are trying to get to the bottom of it, what may have happened to him.
It has been over a week since 17-year-old Malachi Hamilton went missing from his Lake Independence neighborhood, and his family believes that he has been murdered. According to the young man's aunt, Natalie Hamilton, he spoke to her briefly last Monday before leaving home. The Hamilton family is concerned because this is the first time that the teen has gone missing, and his aunt told us a short while ago that he had been receiving threats. But while the Hamilton family believes that their loved one was murdered for his affiliation to a street gang, the police spokesperson said they had no information on Hamilton's status.
Information was received that Malachi Hamilton was last seen on the 3rd of October 2023 somewhere in Belize City, and since then he has not been seen or heard from. We are currently conducting an investigation into this missing person report.
Is there any reason to, well, obviously he's missing, but is there any reason to suspect foul play? Have you received any threats?
We are following several leads, but at this time, no, we have not received any reports that he got any threats or anything like that.
One of those leads, him being in danger because of anybody he may be related to.
Again, we have information that we are following up on. We are doing some searches, we are doing some interviews and making checks at various areas, but so far he has not communicated with anyone.
Is he known to be associated with any gang?
Not that we know of, no.
He came here and
When we return, second annual Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day celebration in Belize.
our teams at BEL continue to serve you.
While you cannot prevent accidents from happening, you can take steps to protect yourself from the financial burden that can result from an accident. RFNG Life Insurance Personal Accident Plan is the solution for you. With our personal accident plan, you are covered anywhere in the world.
It seems like every other day, we hear of a family member or friend being diagnosed with a serious illness such as cancer, heart attack, kidney failure, or stroke. When these illnesses strike, you want to focus on recovery and your overall well-being. At RFNG Life Insurance, we offer critical illness insurance to help with medical expenses when diagnosed with such critical illnesses, providing security to access quality healthcare facilities and to ease the worry about finances. In case you are diagnosed with a life-threatening illness that is covered by the policy, critical illness insurance pays you a lump sum amount to help you obtain access to quality treatment and medication. Having critical illness insurance provides the financial support that will bring you and your family the security and peace of mind necessary to manage these illnesses. The possibility of being diagnosed can be worrying, but by having a critical illness plan, you could have funds to assist with expenses such as medications, hospital deductibles, childcare, household expenses, and so much more. The right time to plan for the unexpected is when you're healthy. For more information, visit our office today to speak with one of our experienced agents about critical illness insurance. Your health and wellness is what matters most. Take care of it.
At NextGen, we work for you. Our customer care department is the backbone in delivering a superior customer service.
You deserve the best personal assistance every time, and that's exactly what we pride ourselves on providing.
Our agents are readily available to assist you anytime you need us.
We understand your time is valuable, which is why we're always here to help you quickly and efficiently.
When you speak, we listen.
With us on the ground and in the field, we are fully equipped to serve you in any capacity.
Let us help you continue to do what you do best. We are always improving to provide you with fast response time and technical support.
Our team is dedicated to delivering the highest quality service and care to all our customers.
Thank you for choosing NextGen as your trusted service provider.
Belize's second annual Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day was commemorated on Monday. The day was formerly known as Columbus Day in recognition of the Europeans coming to the side of the world. But Columbus is widely viewed as a colonizer and not a discoverer. It is known that his arrival led to widespread deaths and the indigenous ways of life. So Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day honors the ancestors of indigenous communities who defended their lands and people from European invaders. News 5's Paul Lopez was in Corozal. He filed the following report.
The second annual Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day was commemorated in Corozal Town at Santa Rita Archaeological Site. The day began with a fuego sagrado, or Mayan fire ceremony, to seek help from the deities, ancestors, and the spiritual forces of nature. This ceremony was held at 5 a.m.
These knowledge can be just like teaching your children. Respect. Have respect for the elders. Have respect for the environment.
The official Indigenous People Resistance Day ceremony was held in front of Structure 7, the main structure at the site.
ti yumku tin tanik. Lakin ti chak bakab yetel yum baalam.
Welcome to this beautiful day in this beautiful setting where we are proudly celebrating the second Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day celebration at this most sacred Maya temple of Chactemal, which is a symbol of a stronghold of resistance against the invaders for so many centuries.
In Belize, the Maya and Garifuna people are recognized as indigenous. On this day, both ethnic groups celebrated in a display of unity. Garifuna drummers played their drums and sung at the foot of the Maya temple.
The time has come for us to speak, for me to speak. I want to thank all the dignitaries who are here and thank the government of Belize and the Honorable Briceño for having the openness to invite a dialogue, not just for Garifuna, not just for Maya, but for all of Belize, that we set an example for the world of how people can get along. This is what is happening here today.
The event also featured cultural dance performances from various dance groups outfitted in traditional wear, a musical performance by the students at Nelvin Music School, and traditional Mayan food. This mother and daughter duo was serving up pork tacos that has its own name in Mayan language, and it is not to be mistaken with pibil tacos.
It's a typical pork, but in Maya it's called shmakum, and it's a all-night cooking and preheated this morning. So to be good for today, you know.
I know something called pibil. How is this different from pibil?
The pibil is underground with stones and a lot of palm, you know, that they put on it so that it cooks underground. But this one, no, this is the one that you fire hot all night, but in slow cooking.
They also prepared tamales de chaya with chicken for guests.
This is chaya with chicken and coal and the chaya, the actual chaya leaves. Sliced and put in the masa.
Several other activities were carried out in the afternoon, including a puck-to-puck ball game. For the Maya and Garifuna people, Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day has become a time to celebrate their heritage, and as Andy Chuk puts it, a time to decolonize history and mindsets.
For 200 years, the Maya resisted European colonialism, and then the British came. Even though that the British have denied our existence, even though that they said that we were not here, the people that did not supposed to exist were fighting. Then our Maya brothers came from across the No Okum. The No Okum is the Rio Hondo. And this is where we need to be careful. Because when people hear that we came here, they say, hear this, the Maya are immigrants. They're indigenous, but not indigenous to Belize. This is a common words that people say, right? But these words only come out from the minds of colonialism, from people who don't know their history, and people who might put ketchup in their garnachas and tamales.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Up next, a revised national mental health policy for Belize.
Visit Benny's today to get all your household and construction needs, from tiles to paints, electrical and plumbing supplies to power tools, lights and fans to kitchen appliances and faucets, gym equipment to household items. We have what you need. We also offer store-wide promotions for you, our customers, so you can enjoy deals and discounts all year long. To get more value for your purchase, take advantage of Benny's B-Bucks, which is free money. All you have to do is shop at any Benny's location or entity. Stop in at Benny's Home Center on Regent Street, Benny's Bargain Center on Freetown Road, Benny's Superstore 2.5 miles Philip Golson Highway, or Benny's Cayo 43 miles George Price Highway just outside Belmopan. Enjoy special offers, free delivery, and get rewarded with free money when you shop at Benny's today. Benny's, quality and savings.
Everything is better electric. Be more efficient with electric vehicles and transforming your home with Energy Star electric appliances and power tools. This helps to create a greener and cleaner world for the next generation. Energize your world with BL.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
A meeting took place today between officials from the government of Belize and international financial institutions to discuss access to climate finance. Minister of State in Finance, Christopher Koyi, headed an official delegation from Belize at the Caribbean ministerial meeting at the International Monetary Fund, IMF, World Bank annual meetings in Marrakech, Morocco. Koyi spoke about strengthening fiscal outcomes with multilateral technical capacity building support and advocated for broadened access to timely, affordable climate resiliency building and crisis financing. The delegation also held bilateral meetings with officials of the Inter-American Development Bank, the World Bank, and the IMF. One of the delegation's main agenda items will be to advocate for Belize's eligibility for International Development Association, IDA, grants and highly concessionary financing. This is to support climate resiliency, building contingency-based crisis financing for recovery from extreme climate events, as well as long-term economic resiliency building. In December, the delegation will hold bilateral meetings with numerous countries, including the USA, United Kingdom, Italy, South Korea, and Saudi Arabia, among others, to consider Belize's application for eligibility. The IDA's concessionary financing has a zero rate for interest or very low interest charge, with terms of repayment being 30 to 40 years. Of note is that more than half of the IDA countries receive all or half of their IDA resources on grant terms, which carry no repayment at all. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO, and the World Health Organization and the European Union formally introduced an updated national mental health policy in Belize earlier today. The launch took place at the Best Western Biltmore Hotel here in Belize City. On hand were several government officials, as well as PAHO's representatives in Belize. News 5's Isani Cayetano reports.
Promoting and protecting the human rights of individuals living with mental health conditions. Recognizing their inherent dignity and prioritizing the importance of their well-being is the primary focus of an updated national mental health policy for Belize. The last time this document was revised was in 2008.
Mental health is a subject of paramount importance, one that transcends cultures and ethnicities, age, gender, and backgrounds. It touches the lives of us all in very meaningful ways. And in recognition of this, we are here this morning to ensure that we work towards a more compassionate and a more inclusive society. This policy is the result of countless hours of work, research, and consultations. It is truly a testament to the Ministry's commitment to the welfare of our people and underscores the importance of reducing stigma, promoting awareness through education, and ensuring accessible and effective mental health services.
Dr. Karen Lewis-Bell is the country representative for PAHO and the World Health Organization. The revised policy is an initiative of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the European Union, and PAHO WHO.
Mental health is an essential part of one's overall health and well-being, as stated clearly in the WHO's definition of health and as highlighted during the COVID-19 pandemic. Mental health conditions cover a wide range of diagnoses, many of which were not traditionally considered by the general public as mental health issues. Persons have been more familiar with the psychotic conditions like schizophrenia, bipolar disorders, severe depression, and others, in which affected persons may sometimes become disruptive and aggressive. Therefore, persons diagnosed with mental health conditions are often stigmatized, socially excluded, and otherwise mistreated.
The updated policy ensures alignment with current international best practices from PAHO WHO's Plan of Action on Mental Health 2013-2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals. This aims to reduce a third of the premature mortality from non-communicable diseases through prevention and treatment and promoting mental health and well-being by 2030.
We are here today because we believe that mental health is not a peripheral concern. It is a human right, as essential as the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The global challenges of the past few years have underscored the importance of mental health. Our nation, like many others, has faced the trials of a worldwide pandemic, economic upheaval, and social disruptions. Our resilience has been tested, and it has become abundantly clear that mental health services are not just desirable, they are indispensable.
Although there has not been any epidemiological study on mental health conducted in the country, between the period 2018 and 2021, 3 mental health diagnostic categories were recorded through the Belize Health Information System.
The vision of this policy is to provide comprehensive, integrated, community-based mental health service that is responsive to local needs and circumstances. Now, this is very ambitious because what we're saying is that no matter where you are or who you are, it is your right to receive the best integrated, culturally appropriate care possible, no matter where you are. And we're committed to try to do that.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isana Cayetano.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.